An open marriage? Sure, but be careful what you wish for. That was the moment everything changed. My wife, Dana, had been acting strange for months. Secret texts, sudden work trips, and a new habit of locking her phone. I wasn't blind. I knew what was happening. But when I finally confronted her, she didn't deny it. Instead, she dropped the bomb. Maybe we should try an open relationship, she said, her voice dripping with fake innocence. It's not cheating if we both agree, right? I should have been furious. But instead, I smiled. Because little did she know, I was already 10 steps ahead. Dana and I had been married for 6 years. At first, she was everything: smart, funny, the kind of woman who lit up a room. But then, slowly, she started pulling away. Late nights at the office. Weekend getaways with friends I'd never met. And then, the final clue, a receipt for a hotel. On a night, she told me she was staying with her sister. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I just watched. And when I finally confronted her, she didn't even flinch. I need more excitement, she said, flipping her hair like this was some kind of joke. An open marriage could be good for us. I leaned back, studying her. So, this is about freedom? She nodded, a smug little smile playing on her lips. Exactly. No rules. No guilt. Okay, I said calmly. Let's do it. Her eyes widened. She thought I'd fight. She thought I'd beg. But I had a different plan. The moment Dana got what she wanted, she ran wild. She came home at 3 a.m., smelling like another man's cologne. She left lipstick stains on her collar. Red, a color she never wore for me. And the worst part? She flaunted it. You're not jealous, are you? She teased one morning, watching me over her coffee. I just shrugged. Why would I be? We agreed to this. She didn't like that. She wanted me to hurt. But what she didn't know, I wasn't sitting at home crying. I was busy. 2 weeks into our open marriage, I met her. Claire. Long dark hair, sharp wit, the kind of woman who made heads turn without even trying. And the best part? She hated cheaters. When I told her about my situation, she didn't pity me. She laughed. So your wife thought she could have her cake and eat it too, she said, swirling her wine. How predictable. I grinned. Yeah, but the joke's on her. Claire leaned in, her eyes glinting. Let me guess you're about to flip the script. I didn't answer. I didn't have to. Dana came home early one evening, humming to herself, still glowing from whatever secret date she'd been on. But the moment she stepped into the kitchen, she froze. Because there I was, cooking dinner. For two. And, sitting at our table, Claire. Dana's face twisted in shock. Who the hell is this? Claire stood up smoothly, extending her hand. Hi, I'm Claire. You must be Dana. Dana's eyes darted between us, her voice rising. What is this? Mark, what the fuck is going on? I wiped my hands on a towel, feigning innocence. You wanted an open marriage, right? So it's open. For the first time in years, Dana looked scared. But she had no idea. This was just the beginning. Because Claire wasn't just some random woman. She was his boss. Dana's face went pale as she stared at Claire. His boss? She whispered, her voice cracking. I leaned against the counter, arms crossed, watching the realization hit her like a truck. Claire just smiled, a slow, knowing smile that made Dana's hands tremble. That's right, Claire said smoothly. Small world, isn't it? Dana's mouth opened, then closed. No clever comeback. No smirk. Just raw, unfiltered panic. Because she knew. She knew exactly who Claire was talking about. And she knew her little game was over. Rewind to 3 weeks earlier, back when Dana first suggested the open marriage. I wasn't stupid. I knew she was already cheating. So I did some digging. Turns out, her work trips were really weekends at a boutique hotel downtown. Her girls' nights, dinner dates with a guy named Ryan. And Ryan wasn't just some random guy. He was her colleague. Her married colleague. Oh, and the best part? Ryan's boss. Claire. I could have exposed Dana right then. But where's the fun in that? No. She wanted an open marriage? Fine. But she wasn't the only one who got a play. I met Claire at a networking event. Pure coincidence. When I recognized her name, I almost laughed. Fate. We got to talking. I told her the truth about Dana, about Ryan, about the whole mess. And Claire? She hated cheaters. Especially when they worked for her. Let me help you, she said, her eyes sharp. This'll be fun. And just like that, the trap was set. Back to the present. Dana is standing in our kitchen, looking like she'd seen a ghost. You knew? She stammered, her eyes darting between me and Claire. I shrugged. Knew what? That you were sleeping with Ryan? Yeah, pretty much from the start. Her face twisted in horror. Then why? Why did you agree to the open marriage? Claire let out a soft laugh. Oh, Dana, you really thought this was about freedom? She stood, walking closer. Mark didn't agree because he was okay with it. He agreed because he wanted you to hang yourself with your own rope. Dana's breath came fast. What does that mean? Claire pulled out her phone. It means Ryan's got fired. Dana's legs buckled. She grabbed the counter to steady herself. And, Claire continued, his wife just got all the evidence of his affair. Your affair? Dana's head snapped toward me. You told her? I shook my head. No. Claire did. Claire smirked. Company policy. Infidelity with a subordinate? That's a termination and a lawsuit. Dana's face drained of color. You're ruining him. No, I said calmly. You did that when you screwed a married man. We just helped things along. The next 24 hours were chaos. Ryan's wife showed up at Dana's office, screaming in front of everyone. HR got involved. Rumors spread. By the end of the week, Ryan was jobless. Dana was the office pariah. And Claire? Well, she got a promotion. As for me, I filed for divorce. Dana begged me to take her back. It was a mistake, she cried, tears streaming. I never wanted this. I almost felt bad. Almost. Then I handed her the final piece of paper. Our divorce papers and a screenshot. A screenshot of a text from Ryan to his wife. It was just sex. I never loved her. Dana's hand shook as she read it. You sent this to me on purpose, she whispered. I nodded. Yep, just so you know. He never cared about you. And now? Neither do I. Dana stared at the text message in her hands, her face crumbling. He never loved me, she whispered, her voice breaking. I watched as the truth finally sank in. Her perfect escape plan had backfired spectacularly. Ryan had used her. I had outplayed her. And now, she had nothing. But just when I thought this was over, Dana did something I never saw coming. She laughed. Not a sad, broken laugh. A cold, calculated one. You think you've won, she said, wiping her tears with the back of her hand. Oh, Mark, you have no idea what's coming. And with that, the game changed again. I expected Dana to collapse, beg, or disappear in shame. Instead, she fought back. 2 days after I served her divorce papers, I got a call from my bank. Sir, there's been suspicious activity on your account. Dana had drained half of our savings. When I confronted her, she smirked. What? You didn't think I'd go down without a fight, did you? I should have known. Dana wasn't the type to surrender. But neither was I. I called Claire, ready to unleash legal hell on Dana. But Claire hesitated. Mark, there's something you should know. What? Ryan's wife? She's not just some woman. She's the daughter of the company's CEO. I froze. Wait, so when Ryan got fired, he didn't just lose a job. He lost everything, Claire finished. And now, he's blaming Dana for ruining his life. A slow smile spread across my face. So Dana's not just dealing with me. She's got a very pissed-off ex-lover gunning for her too. Claire nodded. And guess what? He's not playing nice. Ryan didn't just blame Dana. He exposed her. He leaked their texts to everyone. Her friends, her family, even her new workplace. Suddenly, Dana wasn't just a cheater. She was a homewrecker, a gold digger, a liar. Her Instagram? Flooded with hate. Her job? Gone. Her reputation? Destroyed. And the money she stole from me? Well, that's where things got interesting. Dana thought she was smart. She thought she could disappear with the cash and start over. But she forgot one thing. I knew her better than anyone. I tracked her to a cheap motel outside the city. When I knocked on the door, she opened it, pale, exhausted, and terrified. How did you find me? She whispered. I held up my phone, showing her a notification. You forgot to turn off Find My iPhone. Her face twisted in fury. What do you want, Mark? I stepped inside, closing the door behind me. 2 things. First, my money. She scoffed. Good luck getting it back. Oh, I don't need luck, I said calmly. Because if you don't return every penny by tomorrow, I'll press charges. Theft. Fraud. You'll go to jail, Dana. Her bravado cracked. You wouldn't. Try me. She swallowed hard. What's the second thing? I leaned in, my voice deadly quiet. I want you to admit it. Admit you never wanted an open marriage. Admit you just wanted to cheat without consequences. For a long moment, she said nothing. Then, in a voice so small I barely heard it. Fine. I admit it. I nodded. Good. Then I turned and walked out. I thought that was the end. I thought I'd won. But life had one last surprise for me. A week later, Claire called. You need to see this, she said. She sent me a link. It was a GoFundMe page. Help Dana rebuild her life after abuse. The description painted me as the villain. A controlling husband who forced her into an open marriage, then ruined her when she found love. The donations were pouring in. I stared at the screen, stunned. Dana hadn't just lied to me. She'd lied to the world. And now, She was winning. So who really won? Dana got her money, her sympathy, her fresh start. I got my freedom, my dignity, and eventually a new love. But the truth? Nobody wins in a war like this. Because revenge doesn't heal wounds. It just leaves scars.